Good morning, Ian Crouch with your 8:30 Hunter News update. Last Friday's massive hailstorm, which swept over the Hunter and Central Coast, has now been declared a significant event by the Insurance Council of Australia. So far, insurance companies have received more than 7,500 claims, with most of those for damage to motor vehicles. Insurance Council CEO Andrew Hall says the declaration has been made to activate services and support for affected residents. He says while it's too early to understand the full extent of the damage or estimate the damage bill, he's urging affected residents to speak directly to their insurer and report any unauthorised people trying to take advantage of the widespread damage to government authorities or police. The big four banks are being accused of funding fossil fuel projects such as the Glendale expansion at Ravensworth, despite claiming they're helping Australia reach its climate targets. CommBank, the ANZ, NAB and Westpac spent $13 billion on coal, gas and oil companies in the space of 2 years. Market Forces Acting Chief Executive Officer Will Vanderpoel says consumers are being misled.
Each of the big four Australian banks committed to supporting the climate goals of the Paris Agreement way back at the end of 2015. And yet since then, they've continued to finance the expansion of the fossil fuel industry, which we know needs to rapidly decline if we're to meet the climate goals set out in that Paris Agreement.
Police believe a missing teenager might be frequenting the Jesmond shopping centre. They have concerns for 13-year-old Angel Baker, who's also been known to travel to Wallsend, Edgeworth and Kurri Kurri. She's described as being of Caucasian appearance, 150 centimetres tall with dark brown hair, and was last seen wearing grey track pants, a black hoodie, blue t-shirt and black joggers. We've posted Angel's photo on the 2NURFM Hunter News Facebook page. Premier Chris Minns has been invited to visit the Singleton and Muswellbrook areas by their respective mayors in a bid to continue the Resources for Regions program. The program was created in 2012 to revitalise towns impacted by mining activities in their area by funding local programs, building facilities and upgrading roads. Singleton Mayor Sue Moore says the program is crucial to their communities.
Well, I'd like the state government, the new state government, to have a serious look at this program and understand how significant it is for particularly Singleton and Muswellbrook, and how much we need the continuation of this program to support our communities that deal with the impacts of mining in our local government areas.
The industrial advocate representing the tertiary education sector has weighed in on the long-running dispute over wages and conditions at the University of Newcastle. It comes after the Tertiary Education Union rejected the latest enterprise bargaining offer following 2 years of protracted negotiations. In an email to staff last week, Vice-Chancellor Alex Zielinski said it was obvious it was no longer possible to reach consensus through continued negotiations, and the matter would be referred to the Fair Work Commission for a hearing set down for today. However, the union has advised staff to take strike action this Thursday. Executive Director of the Australian Higher Education Association, Craig Lawton, says they are extremely frustrated by the union's pushback and its behaviour shows disrespect for the legislated process and further delays pay rises to staff. Hunter first-year apprentices facing personal or financial hardship are being encouraged to apply for the Bert Evans Scholarship Program. The scholarship sees 150 apprentices granted $15,000 each to complete their training and further their careers. Cessnock MP Clayton Barr says applying is easier than ever.
The application process is available and it's online, so people can jump online, and if they type in Bert Evans Scholarships, that will take them pretty much straight through to the location. And applications do need to be submitted by Friday the 21st of July, which might sound like a long way away. It's 6 or 8 weeks away, but that time will go around really, really quickly.
2NURFM Sport.
The Knights NRLW side are finalising pre-season trial matches as they begin their premiership defence. The 28-strong squad kicked off training last night as they prepare for their round 1 match against the Dragons at home on July 22. Coach Ron Griffith says getting some early trial form under their belts will get them in the frame for a big season.
We will have a trial game at Maitland against the Brisbane Broncos on the 8th of July. So we've spoken to Maitland. They'll have a reserve grade game before ours. And we've reached out to the Newcastle League. We're hoping to get 4 junior affiliates, young girls teams to play prior to us that day.
There are a couple of northern New South Wales NPL games to be rescheduled after the weekend's round. Charlestown Missouri's game against New Lambton was washed out, along with the game between Cooks Hill and Adamstown. And Merriweather surfer Ryan Callanan has hung on to 8th spot in the Championship Tour rankings after placing 9th at the Surf Ranch Pro in California. And the winning numbers in Monday Lotto are 6, 16, 27, 33, 38 and 39, and the supplementaries are 10 and 18. And now you're up to date with the latest 2NURFM Hunter News.